low-key kind of want to set myself on fire a little bit.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Your Vibe, Your Tribe, and you're tuning in with Tajma Van Buren. Thank you so much. Just so you know, just explaining all of this going on behind me. I'm in my mom's studio because she has the best lighting in here, and I'm at home. I'm no longer in college right now, or for the summer. I didn't drop out. Don't think I dropped out. For the summer, I'm at home, and I don't have the best lighting in my room, so I was like, okay, all right, where can I go? I was like, okay, mom's studio. Let's show off some of her paper and some of her teacups and shit. So there you go. But I'm coming to you because I want to be a little vulnerable. Let's be a little vulnerable, have a little selfie stick out here, because yes, I think I'm just that important. I want to be vulnerable, and I want to let you know what's going on up in here, and I want to maybe if by me telling you all of these things, it will help you in some kind of way. So here's the deal. I low-key kind of want to set myself on fire a little bit, just because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I'm going to college, I'm studying, I really like the things that I'm studying, but how do I materialize those things? How do I get them to turn into things that I can do for a career? How do I get my passions, or what the fuck are my passions in general? So if these are questions that you're asking yourself, here are some things that I'm reading about, and here are some tips that I've looked up that have really helped me so far and kind of pull me back from the ledge. So first off, remember that no one knows what the fuck they're doing at all. I'm a person that likes to plan things. I'm a person that likes to write everything out, and I used to know what college I was going to. I used to know what, when, where, how, all these unabsorbent ways of doing things. I used to know those things, and then something happened where it's like, girl, really, you knew? You knew? You thought you knew. And I had to figure it out. I don't like feeling like I'm out of control, but maybe that's not such a bad thing, and maybe we're all feeling like we're out of control, and maybe we're all faking it until we make it. Fake it till you make it. And that's one of the things that I had to deal with. I had to remember, hey, shut the fuck up, girl. No one knows. We're all trying to figure it out. Next, you want to figure out what grinds your gears, and maybe that's in a good and a bad way, because passion doesn't always have to be in a pleasurable thing. It doesn't have to be a pleasurable thing. I, for example, am passionate about education and having access to education, having equal access to education, and realizing that not everyone does, and that makes me mad. That makes me so upset that not everyone has access to equal and adequate and quality education. So I'm running with that. So now the third thing is volunteer and intern as much as possible, because you're going to want to have those connections out in the real world that you can really hang on to. You're going to want to get real world experience about whether or not you actually want to do those things. And it's important that you have those connections, and it's important that you have that time to know if that's something you really want to do. Fourth thing, never be afraid to ask questions. I'm in an internship right now where I work for a nonprofit organization that talks about education equity and all those good things. And I literally asked my mentor, hey, what's your job title, or what's this person's job title? Because I was curious, and I was able to go and do research on that job title and what it requires to do those things. And I realized, oh, that's kind of cool, or oh, that's not at all what I want to do. So that has been really beneficial to me. Obviously, you don't want to ask questions that are really invasive, but it doesn't hurt to ask questions that will lead you somewhere else. You'd have no idea if the question will lead you somewhere else and to begin with. All right, finally, your girl reads. We all know I read. So there are some books that I found and that were given to me to really help me in this process. The first was StrengthsFinders. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Yes, StrengthsFinders. I found out through this book that my strengths are restorative, input, connectedness, context, and learner. That has really helped me to understand what jobs or what skill sets I bring to the table, so that I know where I should be looking to best use those skills. Because everyone wants to know what's in it for me. What skills can you bring to me that can help me in the long run? And if you don't know what those skills are, it's almost like, what the fuck are you doing? So after I read that, I'm currently reading Do What You Are. Now, Do What You Are is a book that takes your personality type and connects it with what jobs that you're most likely to be interested in. Now, I am a INFJ, which means that I am introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. Now you can go look up some more invasive stuff about me. But this book has really helped me to understand what are some things that I want to do, or what does my personality gear more towards. Figuring out your passions and your interests will guide you into where you want to volunteer and intern at, and where you can make those connections and figure out that experience. And then never be afraid to ask questions and check out those books. Rub some coins together and find them. Or go to the library. Nobody goes to the library anymore. Let's make sure libraries are there. Thanks for tuning in to Tajma Van Buren, my segment of YVYT, or Your Vibe, Your Tribe. Peace out, y'all.